Hey, everybody, welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. I'm your host, Ben Cross. I'm so blessed and honored to be here with Hershey Gudladona from the Global Mobility Club at the University of Texas at Dallas. What's up, Hershey? How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. I'm super excited to be here today, sitting live in studio and having
Live
our conversation today.
here
Yep.
in Richardson, just minutes away, a stone's throw, a short bus ride from the University of Texas at Dallas.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're like neighbors here in Richardson, Texas.
Our neighbors.
Live in
Yeah.
studio. Get in the comments here. Hit that like button. Want to hear from you out there. We're going to be talking about Hershey's experience as the president of the Global Mobility Club. Kind of what the mission is for the GMC, as well as some of the cool initiatives that y'all are doing. I'm also super curious to hear about campus life at UTD, what that's about. Go comments. I see you repping with the comments on the board there. There you go. What's
Yes.
the little hand thing y'all do? The little gang
It's the
sign that y'all do?
whoosh.
The
The
whoosh?
whoosh.
The whoosh?
Yeah. I
Is it
think it's something like this.
I
The
think it's
whoosh.
upside down, no?
Or
Or
is
is
it
it
this?
I think it's the other. Yeah, like that.
Like this.
What
Like
it
that?
we're gonna get shot doing this. All right. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, get in the comments, hit that like button. Yeah, no, the comments, what's it like at UTD? How would you could describe campus life?
UTD, she's unique.
She
She's
is
unique.
unique. She is.
She's unique. I've met students from across different universities, but UTD in particular, what's so special about her is that we're such an academic school. Everyone is so driven and so just they want to build something at UTD. And so that's why I have a lot of respect for the school,
Yeah.
the students there, the faculty, the way they structure their curriculum as well.
Yeah.
It's something that's very prominent, very unique to UT Dallas, I've noticed.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then they do cool stuff like the Global Mobility Club, which is
Yeah.
really cool. I want to ask you a little bit about that. We got some people checking in. Hit that like button, get in the comments. I want to know who you are, where you are. So check in with us. We got Samara Emmanuel, our producer and UTD student right now. Yeah, proper student. Yeah. So excited to have fellow UTD comment on the show. Is this your first producing your first UTD comment?
Whoop, whoop.
Wow. Nice. Very cool. Jillian Guzda. Hey, Hershey, so happy to have you in the office and on the show. Your name Hershey is super unique.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me about that.
So it is a childhood nickname of mine,
I love it.
given by my older sister. So my real name is Sai Harshini, right?
Mhm.
But
Which is
yeah,
also cool.
yes, yes. But I think Hershey's cooler, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so that it's just a childhood nickname that I was given by my family, and it just stuck, and here we are today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it helped get you elected to president of the Global Mobility Club having such a cool name?
Um, I definitely think it's leveraged me
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
bit
A little
more.
bit.
Yeah, a little bit for sure. Like people will be like, "Oh, chocolate girl," like, "You know what I mean? The girl with the
I
chocolate
mean, hey,
name."
chocolate's pretty popular,
That is true.
So,
That is true.
Ben is actually not my name. Ben
Oh,
is a nickname as well, and I've
what's your real
taken it
name?
pretty far, to be honest with you. So, do you know my real name, Sammy?
Can I guess?
Sure.
Benjamin. No.
No, no.
It's not Benjamin?
You know what? It's actually Benners.
Benners. Okay.
Benners.
Oh, I did not know that.
You you just real confident, like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't your first name, but I didn't know it was
Yeah, that's my Mississippi ethnic name. They came from. So I'm the third person in my family with that name.
Benners. So
Oh,
Benners
so I'm the fourth person. I named my son that too. I'm the third, and my son's
really?
the fourth. Yeah.
Benner crossed the 4th. No, you're the 3rd.
You have a question? What's my name? Dan Benners Cross the third is my name.
Okay.
She's just trying to Rumpelstiltskin me. She's just trying to guess it. Like we don't got that kind of time. It's a 1 hour show. Come
That's
on,
fair.
Hershey. We got to keep it moving
That's
here.
fair. That's
Dan
fair.
Benners Cross the third. Hopefully the AI bots don't get a hold of that. Yeah. Rob Zeitz, hello from Wicked Smart, Cambridge, Mass. Pumped up about a bonus Friday episode. That's right. The real ones out there know that this is a bonus episode. Not only that, but we also did a Get Talent on Wednesday. So we've done 5 dang pods this week.
Wow. Y'all are hustling.
We are out
Hustling.
here hustling. You do some shows too yourself there, Hershey.
Do.
Tell
I
us
do.
about your broadcasts.
Yes. So not only with presidency, but I've taken on, hosting the webinars for GMC, where we, bring on some amazing professionals and and discuss and get into discussions about some trending topics. So just last semester, we brought on Rod. Can I name drop?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Raji's a friend of the show.
Rajiv Thadani from KPMG and Juan Carlos Gonzalez from Microsoft. We
Yes.
brought them on, and we had an incredible discussion about AI and global mobility. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so we just got into that, and it's so interesting because we're students, but we're preparing to launch into the job market, and it's important that we keep in mind the changing environment of
Yep.
what's out there. So yeah, we I brought on people and we'll have a great conversation
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, Rajiv's great. Juan Carlos, I've actually never had on the show. So Juan Carlos, if you're watching, what's up? Come through, pull up. All right. Let's
Yes.
have you on the show here. Yeah, no, great people. That's really cool. So how long have y'all been doing these broadcasts?
Ever since I joined my freshman year, and now I'm sitting in senior year.
Oh wow.
But we've done this before that as well, before I ever came into UTD, and GMC has done some amazing
Okay.
things. Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome. Daisy checking in here. Hey Hershey, welcome to Global Offices. What's up, Daisy?
Hey.
Carol is so excited. There's actually a quote mobility club at UTD and
Mm,
can't wait to get there later this month. Tell us about what the mobility club actually does at
100%. Yes.
UTD.
So GMC is like the avatar almost. We're like that middle ground between students and the industry and professionals. So our whole initiative, our whole mission is to educate students about the industry and then provide real life opportunities for them to sit and work on actual, issues that are going on in the industry or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah.
So we do that through case studies that's happening currently right now. We're in round 2. Um, waiting to get to FEM round 3. We know what FEM is.
You want to tell people what
That
fun?
Forum for Expatriate Management.
Nice.
We love FEM. So we do case studies, we do the webinar series, we'll do consulting projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just connect students and teach them about what
I feel
mobility
like
is.
you are so on top of this. You got the FEM, you're like name dropping these global mobility people, Juan Carlos and whatnot. She's doing the shows. Like I'm gonna be out of a job soon.
No,
So
no, no,
you're gonna be
no.
producing a Hershey show soon. Like
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
gonna one day I'm gonna come in here and like my key's not gonna work. Hershey's just gonna be running the show now.
No, Ben, you're
I
like my
see you. I see
inspiration.
you coming for me, Hershey.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
not today, Hershey. All right, not today. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are so impressive. Y'all at the Global Mobility Club. What are some of like the case studies that y'all do? Give us some
Yes.
ideas.
So, I guess the topic right now, what we're working on is data analytics and global mobility.
Okay, what does that even mean?
What does that even mean? So I think kind of going back to what I was talking about the AI thing, that it's as students, it's foolish to not recognize what's happening outside of, just classes and da 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 da. Like what is happening in the industry and what's going on is that tech kind of involving tech into every facet and every industry. And so, um, how do we use data analytics to optimize, maybe automate global mobility tasks? That's really the question that we ask students.
Like, to what extent is that
That's the question. That's really like so actually I'm a tech major. I'm an
possible? Okay,
information technology major.
okay,
But my interests lie within global business. That's kind of why I've taken GMC on as such a, passion project.
right.
But when I was sitting down with my vice president, Ethan Goodwin, if he's listening on to this,
Shout out to Ethan.
shout
Somebody
out.
tag Ethan in the comments here. Make sure he gets on it. Well, Samara's gonna tag
Yeah.
Ethan. We're calling people out. We're adding everybody
Everybody
today.
needs to join.
So at Juan Carlos and Rajiv Tadani as well too. Get them up. Get them
Yeah.
up. It's Cali. They're at lunch or something right
Probably, probably. But yeah, no, when we're sitting down to figure out what is the topic we want to talk about, I was like, hey, like data is something that's so important, but mobility, like how does that involve global business into the mobility world? So that's kind of basically optimizing efficiency, stuff
now. Yeah.
like that. That's kind of where we're trying to push students.
You
Yeah.
know, and it makes a lot of sense for global mobility too, because it's costly to move people
Mhm.
around the globe, and yet the function in companies is kind of underfunded.
It is.
There's a lot of one person global mobility departments running
Mhm.
around, and so how do you leverage that one person? And you really have to use technology, it seems,
Yes.
in order to make good decisions, because sometimes we think we're making a good decision
Mhm.
and we go with something that might be intuitive but it might be wrong because we're
Absolutely.
not looking at the data.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, that's the most important asset, right? More than money, more than some I mean, that's important too, don't get me
Yeah, I
wrong.
mean, we're in business to make money.
Exactly, exactly, but for a business, their data is so incredibly important, so that's we have to hold on to that.
Yeah, that's interesting. I always wonder, like, where's the data stored? How is it accessed? We look at global mobility companies, they're not truly really integrated into a company's databases. One of the things that I spent a lot of time exploring to really know it at all was the ROI, the return on
Mhm,
investment of a global mobility assignment.
mhm,
And to me, it's one of those things that those holy grail kind of searches that I don't know that anyone's ever really figured out. A lot of people
mhm,
say they have, but I don't think they really have. And I think the challenge that everyone runs up against is the other side of the equation. So we know what the cost of global mobility is, but we don't know what the result is because we're not actually hooked into the people systems. So we don't have access to the workday system. We don't know, what this person's compensation has done in the 5 years. We don't know what their, inputs into the business have resulted in over the next 5 years. We don't know if they even stuck around for 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
mhm,
We don't know what happened after the assignment is over. So we just kind of come into this point in time, and I don't know if this is something that data analytics can fix or if it's even a priority for a business, but it's something that we as global mobility professionals, I think we really seek this because frankly, it helps us justify our existence. We
mhm,
feel in our soul that global mobility is good for our companies, is good for humankind. We feel like these people are being successful, making a difference where they go.
mhm,
But to go into a boardroom and actually present the case and say, okay, here's the ROI on it, and we need to actually not cut funding, but we need to actually invest in this area. I think I think that would be a major step forward for our
exactly.
industry. So
Yes.
you're solving that?
Somewhat, somewhat, it's in discussion, but yeah, that's kind of where we want students to think and how we want them to kind of prepare. But that's just one topic. We've done cost control, we've done sustainability and global mobility,
Okay,
so those are some examples.
love it. Christina is saying shout out to UTD. What's up, Christina? Am I going to see you at NTRP, Christina? Get in there. Rob Zeit says Hershey is definitely not a vanilla name.
Mhm.
He loves the puns. Yeah, yeah.
But sometimes I think, like, when I meet people, is like, "Hi, my name is Twix," or like, "Hi, my name is Snickers." Like, isn't that like
Snickers would be wild. I would think you'd be a lap dog if your name was
oh my
Snickers.
god.
To be honest with you, Snickers is like a mini poodle.
Exactly. But, like, to me, the Hershey is just so integrated, like,
I love it.
it's
No,
yeah.
it's cool.
Okay.
It's cool. And I love the fact that you like have been rocking it since you were like a kid. How old
Yes.
were you when you got that name?
Young, like 4, preschool, some
Four.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I
Yes.
didn't used to like my name growing up. I thought Ben was just a really soft, whack name for like a name for animals. If I need a chocolate name, yo, be careful what you wish for.
You gave me a nickname, I feel like
I
it's about
did.
like
Which nickname did I give you? I've given her a lot of
No?
nicknames. Which one? Was it bad? Is it not?
no.
Are you supposed to cover the mics? Sammy Ray. So here's the Sammy Ray nickname. So Samara, um, our producer, we went to Fort Worth. We like to go to Fort Worth
Mhm.
because we like to go party. Fun is one of
Yes.
our core values. And Sammy, she's a wonderful. She is just a wonderful pillar of our team. She was
Oh,
our
you designated
designated
driver.
driver. Yo, the interns got to do things. Okay, we got to pay. We all paid our dues. So she was the designated driver. She took us out there. She really took good care of us. She really did. And we got out there, and it was a music festival.
Mhm.
And so there was like these four different venues, all like within a block of each other, and they were playing different music. And one of the musicians was Sammy Ray.
Oh.
Sammy Ray, and Sam
Sammy.
Sammy Samara, like, yo, Sammy Ray could be like your Fort Worth name. Like
Yeah.
you out here in Cowtown in the
In
country,
Cowtown, that's I love that.
country, just like Sammy, hey Sammy Ray, what's going on? Kind of thing. You
I
like it
love
though.
that.
You like it? You like it.
You like your chocolate name
What would Ben be? What chocolate?
too.
Yo, put it in the comments.
Oh.
Put it in the comments. What chocolate would I be? This is about to get really unhinged. Get in the comments here. Jill, Daisy, get in the comments here. All right, this is gonna just keep it work safe here, people. We're gonna let people get in the comments here. Jillian says UTD's Global Mobility Club is super impressive. I love seeing y'all present at FEM. And yeah, what chocolate?
They're
Yes.
saying white chocolate. Oh
No,
my
they're saying
goodness.
what
Oh,
chocolate? That's racist. Okay. No,
oh my goodness.
honestly growing honestly growing up. So I used to hang out with I had a lot of black friends, right? We would play basketball and things like that. And white chocolate was honestly like one of the highest compliments you could ever get as a white boy.
Uh-huh.
Like growing up, I was like, yo, that's white chocolate right there. It's like he moves like a brother, he plays ball, he got the moves, he can
Oh my
dance, whatever.
goodness.
But so you get a pass. That was a big deal. Salted
Yeah,
caramel.
adds a little oomph to it.
It doesn't.
Oh,
Does it? Okay, salted caramel. This is great. Non Park says can't talk about chocolate in case it impacts my ability to re-enter the country. LOL. Yeah, no, as long as it's not chocolate in a government context, you're fine. As long as you don't say what kind of chocolate, President Trump is, you should be okay getting back getting back in the country. That's a salted caramel right there, I think. Christina says, Sammy Ray, be careful now. This is a family show. Wow, she went my head went too. Oh my goodness gracious. You tagged Ethan. Ethan's missing a good time. Rob Zeitz would say it would be amazing if we get able to quantify the risk of underinvesting in global mobility. Yeah, I think that's just called regular. I think. Yeah, very cool. Farrell's got a question while everybody comes up with their best. What kind of candy would I be? Or chocolate? White chocolate. This one. Farrell says most of us slipped and fell into mobility. Farrell broke a hip in mobility. She said, I would never had known it existed when I was in college. How did mobility as an industry come onto your campus or into your worldview?
as in my
Yeah,
personal world. Yeah, so
from a campus.
from a campus standpoint, that's just something that's really unique about UTD. And I think one of the only, not the only university, but one of the few universities that has a platform for global mobility in the Jindal School of Management as well. Like they've given us this
Shout out to
platform.
Jason.
Shout out to JSOM, exactly. But yeah, so I think this business school itself has a really prominent position with global business, and so through our professors and faculty, they really made sure mobility gets taught, and it's such a niche industry. The way I fell into it in my personal thing was like, I had no idea what it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's something that's really funny now as when I see new students come in, they're like, "What even is this? Like, what is mobility?" Right? But just kind of learn. What was the question?
How did it come onto your radar? Like most of us fall into this business like by accident or whatever. How did you get exposed to the Global Mobility Club? It was the first time you remember hearing about this.
It was through a mutual friend who put it on her social. She had won the case study year
Who is
prior.
this? Anybody we know?
Um,
Who's been on the
no,
show before?
she's gone into law now.
What's her name?
Her name's Nithya Eluri. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know Nithya.
Nith-
She might have been on like 2 years ago. We ain't new to this. We've been doing this for a minute. Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
Shout out
You
to
gotta tag
Nithya.
Nithya.
She's the date, like she's the origin story. She probably doesn't even know that she's the
Isn't
origin
that
story.
yo? But you need to make sure you tell people. Honestly, young people out. This is me looking at the camera. Young people out there. I get to zoom. Young people out there for real. Make sure people know what an impact they have on your life,
You're right.
because so many people have impacted my life in little tiny ways. Maybe said something. Maybe gave me a compliment when I needed it. Maybe pointed out a skill or a talent that I had. Or did something seemingly inconsequential in their life, but made a big ripple in mine.
Exactly.
And we have got to tell these people, shout them out, and give them credit for it. Um, and and honestly, it's also like a big life hack
Mhm.
is giving people like compliments and recognition. And recognition and compliments are not something only done top down.
Yeah.
If you do them bottom up, people at the top do not get positive feedback.
Hmm.
Everyone talks shit, like, oh, you suck, blah, 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 this and that, whatever. But they don't get positive feedback and they don't get compliments or whatever and
Hmm.
appreciation. And if you do that, like it has the same effect.
Yeah.
So not preaching here, but I watched the TED talk about this story, and it was actually about the college campus situation. And Anyway, just give recognition. So
100%.
shout out to Nithya.
I will send her a message later. I don't know if she's gonna see this, but I will send her a
She
message
just
later.
got tagged by Sammy Ray just tagged her. Nithya Lurie, shout out to introducing her. She's in the GMC. Wow.
But anyway, so I saw her posted that she had won the case study. I was like, what is this? Freshman. I had no idea. Went in for an information session that GMC was holding
Yep.
about the case study. Went in, learned a little bit about mobility, what they were about, what they were offering us as students. And that's actually where I met two of my very close friends now that we went on to win the case competition. Well, third place. But third place.
I heard win. Third
Third
place.
place. But,
Yeah.
but I kind of wanted to circle about networking. You know what I mean? How important that is, and especially in university, is to put yourself out there, meet people, because those two girls, we went on to do case studies afterwards, and we won,
Okay.
and we made big money out
Yeah.
of that too. You know
Nice.
what I mean?
There's cash prizes at
Cash
this.
prizes. GMC gives cash prizes, you
How
guys.
much money we talking about?
We go up to like 1,500.
Wow.
It's good money, like for
Yeah.
university students. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you get experience networking. I think
Maybe I'll enter you.
maybe, yeah.
1,500. I don't know that it is. These kids are smart. These kids are real smart.
Yeah, so cash
Gosh.
prizes. But that's what I'm saying is like, if as a freshman, if you come, we have questions. Okay,
We
okay.
got comments here. We got comments. Daisy has a question. Hey, get in the comments too, by the way. We are playing a game called What Kind of Chocolate Candy is Ben? And some submissions are coming in here, so we'll read those here in a second. But Daisy has a question. How many students are part of the GMC at UTD?
In terms of administration, like our
The
officer
GMC, the
team,
Global Mobility Club. How many people
the
are in the
club. So that's the thing that we're doing this semester is that we're not membership based.
Okay.
So we host events and we ask students to come. So right now we have about maybe like 20 students participating for the case study. But this is round 2, so we filtered down students who are going through the case study.
Yep.
But no, we're not membership based this semester. So really anybody can join and we carry out the event throughout the semester. So you're with us the entire, whenever you're in school. So from January to May, you're with us.
Okay.
And then the next semester we'll do another one. You're with us and like that.
So you have officers of it, and then you put on events, and then people can enter.
They can enter.
Do you have to be a student of UTD to enter?
Yes.
Not to-
Yes.
You know I'm trying to get this money, right? You know, you say you try. You know I'm trying. Hey, Sherelle says Hershey is such a rock star.
Sherelle, I know Sherelle. Hey.
Sherelle, is the NTRP coming up? Is that going to be open to all these GMC Gold Mobility Club students?
I've been working on that side.
Yeah.
The
What's
answer
going on?
is yes. Students, we are. That's what we're working on. We're having students, UTD students, come to the NTRP conference. So it's gonna be good.
How many y'all bring? You think? How many people are
We
gonna?
have a good amount. We have like something along the lines of 50, I believe, last time I checked,
Wow.
and it should grow. I think. So we'll see.
50 is a lot.
50 students. Yeah.
Afraid to be outnumbered.
I mean, I can hold my own. I'm all right. I'll be okay. These kids can't hold me. Y'all, are they allowed to stick? Are y'all sticking around for the happy hour or no? Is that be careful?
No happy hour.
No happy hour.
You're not going?
Are you coming to the? Yo, so does
She
you,
has to come.
so can the UTD students get in for free?
Yes.
Yo, you come.
Yes, we do get in for
Well, you
free.
got to produce the show anyway. At least one of the days. Well, you'll be there for both days. You come for both days. So you're going to be a Global Mobility Club member.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Done. You're done. You're in.
You're in.
Not everybody's coming from Global. This is fun. People are weighing in here on what kind of candy, on what kind
What
of
do we
chocolate.
got?
So Rob's up here. Says Cadbury egg. I feel like that's a shape thing. Frankly, Rob, and are they die hard for Cadbury eggs?
Cadbury's
What flavor are
amazing.
you talking about? What, you got a favorite Cadbury egg flavor? Don't say white chocolate. I just said they're not good, and you were trying to convince me they're good. You're gaslighting me over here. You know what the kids say? That's gaslighting. Do you know any of those people? Do you have names? Can you tag them in the comments? I don't think you can. Is your mom on LinkedIn?
No.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
That one's for you, Rob.
I like the Cadbury
The
chocolate.
chocolate bar.
There's like the
Yeah.
bars.
Oh, the bars are
Yeah,
cool.
those are
The
good.
bars are nice.
Yeah.
Why are the bars better than the eggs? Come on, people. We gotta use the bars. We got another submission here for what kind of chocolate candy is Ben. Sherelle's shushing me. Oh, you can't shush me on my own show. Sheesh. All right, let's see here. Jillian says Ben is a Milky Way bar. A lot going on, but still soft. Crazy, but mushy at heart. Thanks, Jill. You see it?
Yeah, or the Heath bar.
Yo,
Oh,
Heath, that because I'm sophisticated like that toffee, and I'm a little crunchy.
Like a mix, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like when it hits,
it hits.
it hits.
I would say Reese's peanut butter cup.
Talk about it.
Why? Because I think it's fun. It's delicious. It's a good time. But it's like
Okay,
it's like a staple.
but it's classic too.
But it's a staple. Everyone loves it. Come on, like
Unless you're allergic.
oh yeah.
And you kill people. Sometimes you kill. It's got those weird little ridges around the edge too, which I kind of like something tactile about that. It comes nicely dressed.
It does.
You know,
It does.
you
Little
know, the little
wrapper.
the wrapper inside the wrapper thing. There's two, so there's enough for everybody. You know what I'm saying? No? All right, we'll stop there. It's a family show. I've been reminded. People are trying to be serious today. They're trying to come. What's Friday, y'all? It's Friday. Farrell was like, I think Ben is like the bag you fill up at the candy store. All the best mixed into one. Oh, Farrell, thank you. Thank you. You can pay me by the pound, Farrell. I appreciate you.
Oh my goodness.
Rob Zeit says peanut Benner cup.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's a
that was
one.
good.
Rob,
That was good.
it's my heart, Rob.
That's got to be the new
Peanut
nickname.
Benner
That's
cup.
the new nickname.
That's for the really close one. There. Jillian points out Reese's are also soft on the inside. Jillian loves the peanut Benner cup. You guys are wild, and I love it. Thank you so much. Non had to Google chocolate from Texas. He's still Googling it. He hasn't come back with returned any results. It's too hot to make chocolate in Texas. Like it just doesn't seem like a good idea.
No, I agree.
You know, it comes right out of the factory, melted,
Melted.
waste, done. This is great. The students don't know about the happy hour. Ooh, sorry, earmuffs.
Oh.
We're gonna do the Men in Black Mind Eraser at the end of this, or just tequila. Sorry, no happy hour, y'all. What's
That's fair,
what-
honestly. That's fair.
Are y'all like over 21 in this group or no?
I am.
50-50? Hershey's in. Hershey's good. She
My
said,
parents are listening.
"Oh, sorry. Hershey actually doesn't drink.
I'm just kidding.
Hershey
We
don't
don't do
drink
that.
at all. No, she does not. She's just here for the studying, the case
For
competition.
sure. For sure.
This is great. So what do, speaking of bad decisions, what do the students do with all that money they win at these case competitions?
Whatever their heart desires. I remember when I won the
What'd you do with
money, I went and bought a Starbucks drink, and then I pocketed the rest. That's what I did.
When I went to, I pocketed it.
I pocketed it.
Yeah. But pocket, and then what? What happens in the pocket? Where does it go? You saved it? You put it in savings? Put it in like a Roth?
No, just my high yield savings.
High yield. Yo, I can't stand kids these days with high yield savings. I used to put mine in like a cigar box under my bed. And these kids have high yield savings. They got Robinhood accounts. Like I cannot stand you people. All right. These kids these days are too smart. They are too smart. They're coming for my job.
Oh my goodness.
They are. Y'all are just out here just crazy. Let's have some fun here. Let's play a little game. Let's do a top five here.
Let's do it.
Let's do a top five. We're talking about chocolate. Let's do a top five here. Non actually did a little research here. Appreciate you, Non, checking in here in Austin as a candy. The IRS has entered the chat. That's great. Farrell says, I think they should put it toward their student loans. That is the worst comment.
I heard
So
one of my group members, when I won my case competition, he went out and took his girlfriend out to dinner.
Oh, that's sweet. That's cute.
which case competition did you win?
Yeah.
The Globe Sustainability.
Oh,
Yeah.
I judged that one time.
I told you about it. I was when you were interviewing.
Wait,
me,
you-
so I just won it.
Yeah,
Third place.
third place.
It's what we got our money. It's fine, and the experience, of course. Just kidding.
No, some of those were good. Some of those were good. All right, let's get into. We got a top 5 desserts. You ready?
Yes. Yep.
All right, you want to count backwards? All right, let's do it.
I'm gonna go.
No, I'm going to tell you what it is, and you're
Oh,
going to tell
okay.
me why it is.
Okay.
This is a game, so I'm going to tell you what it is, and you tell me why it is. These are all Hershey's top 5 desserts, and with a name like that, they should be good.
Yes.
Run
Let's do it.
Number 5, sugar or chocolate chip cookies. Why?
I think it's good. It's classic. It's good. It's classic, but it's kind of a background character. Like when you want it, it's great. It satisfies. It hits the spot, but it's not like the main dessert.
I feel like a fresh baked, like a hot, melty, fresh out the oven chocolate chip cookie is really hard to beat. Do you do anything special to your chocolate chip cookies, or do you like a pecan in there slipped in there, or a
Oh
walnut,
yeah.
or a sprinkle on the sugar cookie or something? I mean,
Sea salt, a little bit of sea
Sea
salt. hmm
from the
Pecans are great.
Maldives. I'm sorry, you said. Oh, okay, yeah,
Malted, Malden. What is that? A company? Company, Malden.
okay,
Okay,
all
I'll have to
right,
check that out.
all right. Number 5, solid, solid. Let's see here. Number 4,
Should I say it?
yes.
It's Kulfi. Kulfi. Sammy knows. Sammy knows. Kulfi. You guys, if you ever get the opportunity to go to South Asian market, get a Kulfi popsicle. They come in too good.
You gonna bring one in, or what? How's this working?
Super good.
What kind of flavor profile is? Because what's going on?
It's like they come in different flavors. There's the original flavor. There's cardamom.
Yeah,
Cardamom. There's
cardamon's in everything.
mango.
I do. I like it. It always throws me. I'm like, oh, it's
Was
cardamom.
that? Yeah.
Yeah,
There's mango.
yeah.
There's chocolate, but
Oh, I do
pistachio.
like pistachio.
Pistachio's good. Get a pistachio. Yeah. Yeah. Almond. Almond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So which is your favorite flavor?
I think that the original, which I think is cardamom. So the cardamom one.
Which ones are you bringing in, Sammy? Oh no, I need you to be intentional here. Call me, FaceTime me.
I think mango, pistachio, cardamom. I think
Mango,
those.
I don't
No
always
mango?
love.
Okay.
I'm not anti-mango, but like I'm just not my favorite.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I don't get a lassi. I don't get like a. I don't. I mean, I'm not saying I don't like it. I just don't get it.
Okay.
I'll try it once. If we go to, I'll try it. But it's always like it's like $5, $6,
Yeah.
$7. And I'm like, I'm already in this buffet for like $18. I'm already trying to figure out what kind of tip I leave on a buffet. I'm confused. I'm full. I'm tired.
Straight
Maybe a
food
chai. Give
coma.
me a chai. Yeah.
Chai, yeah.
I always have a Kir at the end. I
Oh
always have a
my
nice little.
oh my god, Ben's cultured. He knows.
Oh, I ate 5 plates. I think 4 plates, 5 plates.
Wow, wow,
Well,
wow.
no. So she brought in the curry chicken. Yeah,
Wow.
that was great. And then you brought in. It was not a biryani. It was a pulao.
Okay.
Yeah, rice dish, and then the chicken 65 by request, which is fantastic. And then she made. Yes, and it was slamming. It was so good.
What a spread.
So March Madness was on. It was the first day of March
Oh,
Madness.
say
So we
less.
had 4 games cooking right here. We were live betting. We were hitting live lines in
Yeah.
here, and we were just eating Indian food till we passed out, and then we woke up, and then we had some carrot,
Halwa, yeah.
halva, halva, and then I ate another plate, and another sweet plate. 5 plates I had, and I was out by 4.
That's how you gotta do it. That sounds like such a good time.
It was a
I
great
want an
time.
invitation next time.
Yeah, it was Thursday. It was great. It was fantastic.
It was a
We did
Thursday.
it both. Oh no, that was Friday. You did it Friday. Okay, because we were sitting around Thursday doing it,
Mhm.
and they were like, "You know what this needs? Some food." And then she was like, "Well, my mom cooks and I cook." I'm like, yo, let's go. Anyway,
that.
sorry. So you're bringing Fluffy Pops.
Kofi.
All right, fantastic, fantastic. Farrell's actually, she's actually wanted to just be clear. She says I'm totally being sarcastic about paying student loans. Go party with that money, girl. Okay, Farrell, I see you. All right. Number 3. Tres leches.
Tres leches. I
Okay.
love tres leches. The thing with that is that if it was dry,
Well,
get it out of
that's
here.
like dos leches at that point. And
That's
mango.
like no
That's
leche.
like no leches.
No leches. I love tres leches.
Yeah.
You get it's so refreshing and light with some strawberries.
Spongy cake. And honestly, it's a little off-putting. Like it's just like floating in like a liquid. I
Mhm.
can't think of anything else I can buy at a store that's floating in a liquid that I don't actually know exactly
Can
what
I
it
argue
is.
with you?
Please, I love arguing.
Thoughts on tiramisu then? It's also so I mean, maybe it's not pooling in
It's not
espresso.
swimming. It's not up to its kneecaps in
Espresso,
liquid,
yeah.
but it's saturated with espresso and maybe a little bit of maybe a little amaretto or a little bit of some in those fingers. You know what I'm saying? I love tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
Love it. Like I loved it so much growing up that like on more than one birthday that was cake.
Really?
And I tell my mom to go to Carmine's and say I grew up in New York. So I'd say, Mom, I want you to go get the Carmine's tiramisu. When you got the tiramisu to go, Carmine's, it was those foil things, but it was the whole thing.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
like, it was already round, it's already big. We can split it, put candles in that, Mom. You don't gotta do too much. And I had that on more than one birthday. Carmine's tiramisu.
Wonderful.
Tres leches. Do you have a favorite place to get tres leches?
I haven't thought about it that deep. I just
HEB
or
has chocolate.
HEB. Yeah. I don't know.
All
We're like
right.
from Texas. We don't have like Carmine's or
Yeah.
some kind of
Well, yeah,
bakery.
but tres leches, like the there's a Mexican
I probably should do
spot that
authentic.
we go to over here. It's a panaderia, little bakery.
Mm,
It's pretty good. Yeah, no, that's a
check
solid.
it
That's
out.
a really solid, very solid. Let's Sherelle says big difference between soggy cake and gently touched ladyfinger cookies.
That's true.
It's a family show, Sherelle. All right, number two.
Oh my goodness.
Number two, slice of chocolate cake, just a
It's
good old
classic.
fashioned,
Classic, like a nice dense
dense.
chocolate. It's gotta have the right ratio of frosting to cake
Yeah,
with some sliced strawberries and whipped cream. Boom, done.
like a ganache almost in there.
A
Ganache.
ganache.
So that's what it is.
Yes,
Ganache.
ganache. Yeah, classic.
Look at Cristal coming. Nicaragua's recipe of tres leches is the best. Hey, can you put a link, Cristal, into the comments for that? Because we'll go back and Sammy will cook it.
Yes, yes.
Sammy loves to bake. She's a baker out there. Oh, I need to get this. I need the power in here. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. We're about to die. We're all dying. Let's be honest. Let's make the most of our time here. Um, Sammy's over there getting the power cord
What are we
before
gonna plug
it's the end of it. Hold on a second. We're just gonna turn the light down on the monitor. Here. This is fun. You having fun?
Having a wonderful time.
Too much fun.
Much
Borderline too
fun.
much. Borderline too much fun.
No,
Hubert's
it's a
gonna
good
call me
time.
like, gotta chill. Too reckless on the pod. Like, yo, it's Friday. We don't normally pod on Fridays, okay?
Mm.
Fridays is not a serious day here at Global. There we go. Are we back in here? We're back in here. All righty, let's go. You know what it was, the screen being all bright like that, I think. Killed it. Awesome. All right, everybody's been waiting. Number one.
Number one, easy. Easy money, easy. Just got back from San Antonio for my birthday.
Okay, nice.
Had the most delicious, fresh hot churros and chocolate sauce. Like, you cannot go wrong with the churro.
A fresh hot churro.
Fresh hot churro. Too good. So,
Now you're a
one.
chocolate sauce, not a caramel sauce person.
When it comes to churros, yes,
Yeah,
I go
I am.
chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah. The
It's
caramel
too
sauce.
sticky.
Yeah.
It's too thick.
Yeah. Okay, nice. Where'd you go to like the old town or old market area?
Mhm, the historical market.
Like Tia, what's it going?
I don't remember what it's called.
Me, Tia Vieira or something. Come on, Sammy's gonna look it up. We got stats and information over here, people. The
It
production
was called
quality.
Honchos where I went.
Honchos.
Honchos.
Put it in there.
Super
Rob
good.
Zeitz says Fudgy the Whale chocolate ice cream cake from Carvel.
Mm.
Have y'all even had Carvel before?
Is it
I love
that pink
Massive.
box? Pink ice cream cake box?
Yeah, it is. It
Something like
is. And Fudgy the Whale was like their signature ice cream cake for like kids parties back in the day.
that? Mm.
But Carvel's hard to find out here. You don't see Carvel anymore. Maybe up north, Rob. Honchos, you see that?
There's two. There's one in Terrell Hills and one in like Alamo Farmstead in San Antonio.
Okay. Can you put a link in there? Check out.
Oh,
Check out Hershey's favorite dessert. That's your favorite. That's your number one, huh?
that's my number one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta ask you, Samara, what's your favorite dessert? What's your favorite into the chat right now? Rob's in there with a Fudgy the Whale. Yeah, Jillian said I haven't had one of those in a minute for sure. You know what I've been on lately? I'm not gonna say it's my favorite.
Mhm.
Oh God, man, my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna give you my favorite in no particular order. Here's my top five in no particular order. Turtle Sunday from Andy's. Ain't that
Say less.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Or maybe like a Heath Bar concrete, or maybe put the Heath Bar in the thing. Anyway,
Mhm.
that's a banger. A key lime pie somewhere in Florida.
Okay, that's good.
Uh
That's
huh.
good.
Um, you know, my aunt Catherine, her dad had a cheesecake recipe. He was a professor at Ole Miss. He taught John Grisham.
Oh
He was a law
wow.
professor at Ole Miss, and he made this cheesecake, this homemade cheesecake, and that was just unreal. Just so many sticks of cream cheese and so many sticks of it was just crazy.
Question here though.
Yo,
Do you like your ratio more graham cracker to cheesecake, or do you like your cheesecake?
I am a very big crust to filling person.
Mhm.
I need a like it can't that's my biggest problem with pies in general. I think
Mhm.
especially like I was told once I'm a gelatinous pie fan. A gelatinous pie. I had this girlfriend in college. She like was a baker, and she was like, "You're a gelatinous pie
What does
person."
that mean?
It means you like these gelled pies. Like you don't like a. I'm not a blueberry pie. I'm not an
Okay,
apple pie
it's got to be
person.
more stiff,
It
solid.
needs like a key lime pie
Okay,
or a, a
pumpkin.
pumpkin pie maybe. Yeah, like I'm more of that type of pie person. Which brings me to my next one, number four. My grandmother's pecan pie.
Mm.
So she was from Texas. We used to go pick pecans in her backyard,
Oh wow.
and then we would crush them with like the pecan crusher. She'd have two Kroger sacks and two Tom Thumb sacks every time, and we crush pecans. And her and I would make it with the Karo syrup and all that, and we would just and we'd listen to old country music, 40s or something. I don't know. And it was amazing. She was Grammy was the best. So that was up there, and then and I'll put tiramisu, but it's got to be served with a little glass of sambuca. Need a little something, something on the side. I need a little
A
something,
kick.
something to bring it back. Whether it be a little drambuie, a little sambuca, a little amaretto, a little something on the side, even maybe a little Patron XO Cafe on the side. Just a little something like that. Just gonna keep my hand like this for the show. We got Sherelle coming in here. Haribo, is that what I say? Star Mix gummies. Are those illegal? Huh?
Oh,
What is Star Mix?
Star Mix gummies. Jillian says my favorite has to be cheesecake. Yep.
Cheesecake's good. There's a lot of cheesecake haters though. I don't get it. So.
It's just an old school thing, and I think there's a lot of bad cheesecake floating around.
Mhm.
I think that, like, it's one of those, like, you go into the grocery store and there's a bunch of them, you just grab
Mhm.
one and none of them are good. You gotta be careful with those grocery stores. You gotta be careful with diners and their desserts too.
Mhm.
That desserts, there we go. Haribo Star Mix gummies. Oh,
Oh.
those are interesting. What is that even? This looks like a tooth. What is that? Oh my goodness. We're trying to get more information here. Throw it in the chat there. Yeah, all right, let's keep it moving here. We're having too much fun. Fun police are gonna show up any moment. Um, let me ask you this. You're doing the Global Mobility Club. You're the president now. Does that mean you were the VP last year?
No, I was the webinar tech lead, webinar lead. So all things webinars with me.
Okay.
But I would do everything.
Okay. So you've been doing this for a little bit now. And is it surprising like what I feel like there might be a little bit of a disconnect between people's perception of what global mobility is
Mhm.
versus like what it actually is.
Mhm.
Do you see that or am I
No, you're spot on actually. Yeah, like what we were kind of talking about in the beginning is that what even is mobility? Like people don't know students don't know what that is,
well,
right?
it's used by a lot of different industries too.
For sure, absolutely. But that's the beauty of it, right? Is that
Could be
people
wheelchairs, could be flying cars, could be relocation.
could be relocation. No, but like people know what global business, know what globalization is, but
Mhm,
mobility is like that backbone
mhm.
to the industry, right? Like, okay, yeah, business or whatever, but like, what about the people? What a like, but basically that's what I'm saying is like people don't really know what mobility
Yeah.
is.
I think UTD is so interesting because it's such a global student population too. Like when you go on campus, like it is so diverse,
Yeah,
right? And like so many folks, either personally or their families, were not originally from the United States, right? And so they have their own global mobility stories. They're
yeah.
products of global mobility,
Mhm.
and they may not have thought of it as global mobility. They're just like, oh, I guess we're moving over here now, or oh, so my parents got a job or whatever's going on, and they don't realize this is like a whole big thing globally, and it's like part of
Yeah.
the talent strategy and like everything. But sometimes when I talk to students in the Global Mobility Club, they're interested in it, and frankly, we do a good job of making it seem really interesting.
Yeah.
And then the recruiter, because we do recruiting, right? We'll come in like we'll place them as like a global mobility consultant at a company, and they hear like global mobility consultant. Like, I'm gonna be, maybe I'll be in the cabinet of a country. Maybe I'll really be at the consulate working. Maybe I'll be an attaché to a foreign government. It's like, now you're gonna be in a cubicle doing customer service for this,
Work on tax and yeah.
yeah. Like if you're taxing, you're lucky. Probably just gonna
No.
be like telling them where their household goods
Mm.
are, and it's like, and I wonder, it's like, I wonder if, like students are sometimes disappointed.
Mm. It's a good perspective. I don't think I've really ever
Just
thought
wait,
about
just wait. No, we did. We had this really, really, really talented student, and we placed her as a global mobility consultant. She was really bright, and she did it for like a year, but then she
Mhm.
like became a lawyer or something like
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I get it. I get it. But it does, like, global mobility consultant sounds really cool, and then
Mhm.
so anyway, I wonder what kind of like higher value work maybe these students might be prepared for. What are the kind of the aspirations that you look at in the UTD student population and folks in the club? Like, what do they want to be when they graduate?
A lot of students want to go into like leadership that I've seen. So that's why I think GMC is such a great like platform for them to join into so that they can learn about the business world. They can learn about what corporate life kind of feels like, um, or what leadership is really like as well. So yeah, say the question again. I'm
What do,
also high from the dessert thing.
what is he still talking about this? What no, just I'm saying, like, when people are in the global mobility club, like,
Mhm.
what are their career aspirations? Like, what are some of the common career aspirations?
They want to go into, well, that's the thing though. A lot of our students are like IT majors or they're
Hmm.
like business analytic majors, or accounting or something like that. So then they come into this, they get the soft skills through the case studies, through the webinars, or whatever the case is. But then we see them taking what they learn from here and then using it in whatever industry they want to go into. So I've seen a mix of it. Some want to go into business, into leadership, into IT, whatever the case is. But what you get from GMC is applicable for any industry that you
Yeah.
go into, is what I can say.
Well, and that's true too, because I mean, global mobility is kind of the vehicle to move talent
Mhm.
around.
Exactly.
And if you're a high potential talent, more than likely you're going to be tapped to go on assignment somewhere
Yeah.
and do something really cool. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I know I relocated at least 3 times for work. Where I was moved by the
Mhm.
company, and another couple of times I did it self-directed.
Mm.
So I grew up in New York, went to college up there. After college, I don't want to stay here because there's really a lot of jobs here.
Mhm.
And I moved to Dallas first time after college and got a job here. And 9 months or 9 months later, I was promoted to Florida,
Mhm.
and then I worked there. I moved back to Dallas on my own for family. But then 6 months later, I was promoted to North Carolina to run the division over there. And then I got recruited and relocated up to Detroit, Michigan, and then I moved to Dallas on my own to really grow my
Yeah.
company. So I look at what those experiences did for my career,
Mhm.
both from an exposure standpoint, from a building my personal network standpoint, and from an earning potential
Mhm.
standpoint. My earning potential, like if I would have stayed in Florida, kind of where I spent most of my early career, my earning potential, my prospects would have been really severely limited.
Mhm.
But because I moved so much and was able to take opportunities and I wasn't tied to a place, it really opened a pool of opportunities for me. And I saw, I think my income grow like, was it 13.5 or 16% year over year for like 10 years.
Wow. Mhm.
And really, that really helped. And that was in the movie. So I can't imagine, if you're working in an industry that has some money, but yeah, it was interesting. We got people checking in here. Sherelle says it's a variety pack. Happy cherries, colas, twin snakes, gummy bears. Hilarious. I love it. Tom Richardson checks in here. What's up, Tom? Tom's from Equus. He said that's why you look for the cool mobility technology roles. Ben, he's laughing because he works for a tech company. Tom, are you guys hiring? And are you hiring global mobility students? Global mobility club students, Tom? Put it
Love
in.
Tom, by the way.
Yeah. Isn't he nice?
Yeah. Hey, Tom. Hey.
How did you meet Tom?
Tom, the first time I interacted was actually my freshman year at GMC. Was not part of the officer positions at all,
Mhm.
just doing the case study, and he was a mentor. Him and Cindy Bedford, I think is her last name, from Deloitte, they came to talk to us about, about mobility, and that's where I saw Tom for the first time. And then once I got into officer or a leadership position, I think that then we connected that way.
Yeah, Tom's cool. Tom was in here on
Last week?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh,
This has
wow.
been a long,
Oh,
more than
yeah.
5 days. I feel like this week. Um, you know what? Let's get into it. We've had a fun show here, and I
Yes.
think it's time to finish strong here. You ready?
Let's do it.
Want to play a game?
100%. I'm so
Under-
game for a game.
She's game for a game. All right, sweet. This game is called Overrated, Underrated. Do you know how to play the game?
No, I don't.
At least you're honest. I'm going to give you a topic, and I'm going to ask you if it's overrated or underrated. Two
Okay.
options. Don't deviate. Don't get cute. It is what it is. Play down the middle. All
Okay.
right. And secondly, I will tell you if you're right.
Which is okay. Yeah. Okay.
The smart people laugh at that joke. All right. Let's get into it. Overrated, underrated. First one up. T-Mock.
Overrated.
It's you with
No,
the
no,
curveball today.
underrated. I love the passion. I think UTD, like, we gotta really bring our students together. Just gotta change the facial aspect of him. He's just a little bit too, yeah, he's a little bit too scary. But underrated. Love
First,
T-Mock.
tell people what T-Mock is.
T-Mock is the UT Dallas mascot. If we can get an image of T-Mock, that'd be
We're
great.
working on it. Samara's working on it. Sammy Ray's
Um,
on it.
yeah, but fun fact, T-Mock is actually Comet spelled backwards. I think
Y'all
everybody
are
knows
so
that.
clever there, UTD. Y'all are so clever. She's like, fun fact.
Fun fact. I don't know, maybe people don't know,
I mean,
but
no, it's not obvious in a weird way where it should be, but because like, is Tima? I
yeah,
thought it was Latin.
Latin.
I thought it was like Greek.
What is T-Mock? Yeah, I think it's underrated because I see him sometimes on campus. Fun, bubbly, or whoever that student is, does a good job. So
So, my heart goes out to you because I went to an amazing, oh my gosh, that is god awful. Can
yeah.
somebody get in the comments here and talk about this? No offense to the student
They need to
group.
see what is it, like the 90s or like the 2000s version of T-Mock, where he looks even more.
This is an improvement.
No, Ben.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's worse. It's worse.
Yeah,
Like,
what do y'all think of the T-Mock mascot? What can we do here? It's supposed to be a comet. It's a person as a comet. It's a personified comet.
it's a personified comet. Yeah. The
Rob
owl.
Zeit says, "Why doesn't T-Mock have a long tail?"
I did not know that. We have a JSON mascot. That is.
I heard it's worse. Oh, it's cuter.
Can we get a pic of the JSON owlie? Wow.
Tom Richardson says, "Yes, we had 2 interns this year and one very successful one who became an employee. We love the GMC. That's cool. Is Friendly still around, Rob? Peanut butter cup hot fudge sundae from Friendly's #1 dessert in the universe." Miss Jillian said, "When Samara showed me y'all's mascot, I was like, huh? Why? LOL."
Valid. Valid comment.
Ooh, Rob says, shouldn't it have ice spray, not fiery look
That's the
owly?
mascot.
Oh, it's cute. Why have I never seen that around? Oh my god, I need to catch the owl.
Yeah, looks like something you'd hug.
Yeah.
Wouldn't scare children. That's a step in the right direction. All right, Team Mike, you're saying Team Mike is underrated. I
Underrated.
think there's good ideas and there's good execution.
Mhm.
Okay, and I love the idea that y'all are comets. I love the gang sign y'all have. I think that's
It
dope.
honestly
You see
is.
like these like kids that are like have a 4.5 GPA, like throwing up gang signs, and you're like, yo, okay, cool, like that's dope. And then you see this mascot roll up. This
The
why
ginger. Yeah.
and
Can
just
I see
rolling
that?
up. No, you can't.
Okay.
It's mad racist again with the things. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Nobody cares. And so, yeah, and like we need better. We can do better. That's what I'm saying. We can do
Better.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could pull that
Uh-oh.
at the chess Final Four, but you cannot pull that at on the football team. Mm-mm.
Not at all.
No, we could do better. So my heart goes out to you because I went to SUNY Albany and we had the worst uniforms. Every year we would go to, we play. If we won our conference championship,
Mhm.
we'd be invited to the NCAA March Madness,
Mhm.
tournament, right? Yeah, and as the America East Championship, in like 2 or 3 years we got in, and we'd
Mhm.
always play like UConn or Duke, like the number one team because we were the worst team.
Yeah.
And every time we get on TV, I'd be so proud, drinking my face off, screaming at
Mhm.
the television. I'm just so in it. But our uniforms looked like a really bad high school. Like, they just look like terrible.
Mhm.
And I would write to the head coach, and I'd be like, "Hey, listen, as an interested alumnus, as an interested alumnus, I would like to, maybe help with the uniforms. I'd like to maybe donate. I think we could do better. I think
Yeah.
this is really hindering our recruitment efforts, as a concerned alumnus." And then I go and I Google it, and I find out the coach designed the uniforms,
Mhm.
and that's why they're so trash. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Will Brown for the Albany, SUNY Albany Great Danes.
The shout out.
Yeah, can we somebody at Will Brown? I think he's retired. Um, we got an overrated, underrated right now.
Uh-huh.
Overrated, underrated chess club.
Oh. What are your thoughts?
I'm
What do
gonna take the fifth on this.
Yo, how the guests start asking the producer, what happened?
Oh,
When did this show go off the rails? You've been doing too many webinars, okay? You're not webinar chair
you're right.
anymore,
You're right. You're
okay?
right. You're right.
Don't
Um,
come in here like that. I told you she's coming for my job. She's like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I think it's cool. So okay, that's not the question though.
Overrated, underrated.
Overrated. No, underrated.
Under. You're just too
I think
nice of a person, is she? She's being all political. She's the president, so she's being. They are. Are
yeah.
y'all? Are they champions? The
I think
team
we are like UTS is like top
top.
with chess. Yeah.
It's so you got no details on that. Yo, the president can say anything these days, huh? You don't have any facts on it. Can we fact check that?
We
What
do
is the UTD chess ranked right now nationally?
I think we're more prominent in chess. We're
Fourth,
fourth.
top four.
That's not bad at all. That's
No,
really good.
well, y'all hosted the Final Four last year. I saw that, so that would make sense that you at least get a ticket to the top four. So that's good. So you're
That's
top
good.
four in chess. That's fantastic. Where is the UTD esports ranked?
Mm,
Because y'all are big in that too, right?
we are. We are. Um, I don't know if you had the chance to see the new campus or if anybody has really one. It's so pretty. It's so
Mm.
nice.
New
I really,
buildings.
yeah, the new building. UTD is growing. I'm so excited for its growth.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really nice. Really, really good.
Top 10.
Top
Top
10?
10 nationally.
Out of it,
Top 8.
out of how many how many teams? Okay.
Top 8 esports teams in the country.
Okay.
Wow. Good. 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 Good.
Rob's asking if there's a transfer portal NIL deal for Chess Club. Sammy, okay? Yeah, yeah. Ben Sukia, loving the shirt. Like, oh, thank you. I look forward to my love real comeback. Ben Sukia, low key, I got him married. I
No
got
way.
He had his baby because of me. He gave me the baby. He said, "You can name it whatever you want." Yeah, no, I'll tell you the story. He was on the show,
Mhm,
and I interviewed him a couple times. This is during COVID. I was
mhm,
desperate. We did a lot of these back in the day, and he's great. He's very charming, Ben Sukia, and Mauritian, if you didn't know.
mm,
And he came on the show. We did some really charming talks, and then he tells me a few years later at Worldwide ERC, he's like, "I had my daughter's here at this
mhm.
conference. She's 6 months old, and I have you to thank." I said,
Wow.
"What do you mean?" And he said, "I was like this girl. I was following this girl on the apps,
Mhm.
and I liked this girl, and she wasn't really like hitting me back, you know." And I was kind of like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And it wasn't really happening. And he said that she went and Googled him
Mhm.
and found his interview with me. And because she thought he was cute from the interview,
She fell.
she started to and she went out on a date with him, and then the rest is history. And now there's a little girl running around named Ben.
Wow.
Yeah, the girl's not named Ben, but Benner's something. Can I get a middle name? Ben. His name is also Ben. Yeah,
That's so heartfelt. I love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You're like,
Has to be your best ever story, surely. Yeah, it was pretty good. I like the way I tell it. Yeah. Anyway, cool. So yeah, we have babies on Love and Relo. It's really lovely. People get jobs. People get fired. It's great.
they
I'm
get
kidding.
married.
Get promoted. People get promoted. Coming on here, just joking around, having fun. Let's keep it moving here. All right, chess club is over underrated. You said.
Underrated. No?
I mean, it's cool. Y'all top four. That's something.
Okay, if it was a bad chess club, overrated.
Yeah, then overrated.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that y'all picked something and you're very good at it.
Mhm.
Like, I think I do admire that. Like, it's not my favorite thing, but chess is hot right now. Chess is getting real hot. Like, you see, like, a lot of celebrities, athletes playing chess. I'm in New Orleans, got all these people playing chess on the corners for money. Chess is really having a bit of a
Revival.
renaissance right now. That's
Yeah.
French. Queen's Gambit was hot on Netflix.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm
You're
saying? Like,
right.
chess is
Popping, yeah.
having a moment. All right, fine. I'll give you a point for that one. Next one up. Overrated, underrated, Beyonce.
Easy overrated.
Wow.
E-
You hear
con-
that, Jill? Oh, she's coming out here. She's
I'm no.
sharpening her knives.
That's controversial for sure. I know we're sitting in Texas right, not Houston, but we're in Texas nonetheless.
Uh-huh.
I know that's controversial.
Uh-huh. So why would you say that?
I just maybe it's a generation thing. I don't know. She's a powerhouse. I love the aesthetic, but the
Uh-huh.
music is just not for me. I think it's just she's not all that. Like Queen Bee. Come on, sit down.
Come on, sit down. She says sit down. Oh my.
Respect, respect.
Uh-huh. Why are you hating on the
What
queen?
does she
Why are
say?
you hating on the queen? I saw Beyonce in concert last year.
Oh, my bad.
Right? Am I right?
Get it, man. Get it, man. Okay, okay. I see you. Oh,
Okay.
I love that.
A
But
little
I
bit.
think a line dance, get on your cowboy hat and boots, then I see the vibe. I do.
Yeah. I mean, I get a lot of text hate around here. Not text hate, well, a little bit. Jillian hates on Beyonce all the time. She does. She doesn't get it. And I do think it is generational too. And I'll be honest, because Beyonce hasn't dropped a lot of really good music lately. Her best stuff was Destiny's Child, and that was
I don't.
before y'all. Yeah, Prius like a Toyota, 100%. And so I don't blame y'all for that. But to your point, the aesthetic is cool. I love Beyonce as a businesswoman.
Mhm.
I think what she's done has been phenomenal for growing her empire. I'm not as much of a hater probably as you and Jillian. Um, Overrated. I'll give you a point. I'll give you a point for it.
Okay.
Give you a point. We got another one. This last one.
We have a couple more, but we can do this one.
No, no, I'm not kicking her out. Sheesh, Sammy. I don't want to bore you. Gets paid by the hour. Should be fine. All right, next one up. Overrated, underrated. Apps.
Underrated.
How long of a
Underrated.
nap are we talking?
a good 40-minute nap,
Ooh,
like a 30, 40-minute nap.
oh, yeah, I think you're off base with that. I think it's
No?
too long.
Long.
It's too long. It needs to
20
be
minutes?
between 12 to 28 minutes
But
in
by the time,
duration.
like, how do you get yourself to get, like, into that trance of, "Oh,
You
it's
don't want to be in the trance. You just want to dip your toe in and come back out of it.
mm,
And then that way you're never groggy. You just come
mhm,
back like with a shot of energy like you had an espresso.
that's true.
Power nap, 15 minutes.
Okay, I think we can
That's the
meet
sweet
middle ground.
30.
25?
25 is all right. You're pushing. You're
Okay,
really pushing.
20.
I mean, 20 is all
20
right,
is
but
crazy,
now
though.
20 is all right. But think about it. Now you just did, like you could have done something else for those 5 minutes. You could have woke up, like
A
answered
nap
an
is too
email.
good, though, Ben. A
I
nap,
know that's the problem. You can't have too much. Everything in moderation, Hershey. That's
you're
kids
right.
these days. You gotta understand everything in moderation. You just can't be napping your life away. You know, nap, nap, nap.
No, you're right, you're
It's
right,
no
you're
way to
right.
get ahead. I'll go in there, shut that door. I turn that little thing to the red,
Mhm.
and then I just conk out right there. I got a big cushy chair. I do.
Is that what
I'll
you
be
do
like,
in there?
I'll be like out, so out right before Love and Relo, and I come back so strong,
I
so
love
strong.
that.
No, naps are great. Naps are great.
Yes.
Just don't overdo it.
Don't overdo it, for sure. I agree with you. So I went from
Once,
40 to
yeah, you gotta get those nap numbers down. Now you could double nap if you want to nap in the morning, nap in the evening. You can do a double nap. There's a couple rules that I don't do. I don't nap after I've been drinking
okay,
because that's
okay.
just called sleeping.
That's just sleeping. That's
That's sleeping.
crashed out.
Yeah, you don't nap for more than 30 minutes, or if you do, hour and a half, full REM cycle,
Ooh.
full REM cycle.
Yeah, I can get on board.
And then if you do more than an hour and a half nap, that's a full reset.
Yeah.
So now you might as well go shower again, do your hair.
Brush your teeth. Yeah.
It's another day.
Mhm.
It's a new day.
Yeah.
I just came from New Orleans where sleep was very strategic.
Strategic.
Very strategic. Okay,
Love
so
that.
you nap every day.
No, not every day. Just when I need that quick
A
boost of
quick little boost.
yeah.
Try micro napping. Try like a little short one.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Rob Zeitz is saying, to be fair to Beyonce, she had a longer career than Tom Brady. Hard to imagine. She started when she was like 16 years old. That she continues to make new amazing music 25 plus years into her career.
That's I will say she's an icon and she's a powerhouse. I cannot deny that. Yeah. Ben's like this girl.
I mean, you can say whatever you want, but
Already did my
Beyonce's coming
rating.
for you.
Beyonce's she's coming for me.
She's coming to your city. She's coming to Richardson. Anyway, all right. Later. Last one up. Here goes. Overrated, underrated, expensive coffee.
Super overrated. We need to stop.
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 Stop. Stop sending all that money to those countries making that coffee. Stop sending livable wages overseas. Stop.
Oh wait. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
The overrated like $7 for like
For like a regular cup of
Yeah.
coffee,
pay for like
$10. It's
Yeah,
like
I
actually.
do.
I know, but like
I mean, we all do it because we have
Yeah,
to,
she's coming out
right?
there a lot. So where do you like to get your coffee from?
My Keurig, my Keurig, or I'm a good like Dutch Bros girl, Starbucks.
I'm a good Dutch Bros girl. What do you order in Dutch Bros? I feel like Dutch Bros is coffee for kids.
It's sugar. It's straight up
all
sugar. It's
sugary
dessert. I go there
coffees.
for dessert. I love that me and Sammy are on the same page with this. We're so
I go
alike.
there for dessert. Like at nighttime?
no, in the morning I'm like, oh, I just like need it. Instead of a donut, just have a Dutch Bros. It's like you're getting coffee, fuel, and a dessert and breakfast.
I
All
go
of
there
it.
at nighttime though. My
Oh,
dessert.
because
I do a Nutella mocha.
cramming for like an exam.
Mhm.
You could have banana nut mocha.
Yeah. Ooh, sounds good. I mean, Nutella mocha with strawberry soft top, quarter sweet.
Quarter sweet.
Because I can't do the full sweet, but it's
Quarter
sweet enough.
sweet. Oh my gosh.
Banana
What's too
nut
much to spend on a cup of coffee?
on $5.
$5 is too much?
No, $5. I say this, but then I cave in, guys. Like
How
I'm
much
no
is your Dutch Bros blah 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 quarter sweet? Yeah.
more
So
than
you
that.
over here hating on who are you hating on? Who is the object of your
Well, I'm
vitriol right
saying
now?
this. You spend it. I'ma do it. I will spend it because I want it. But I'm saying I don't agree with it. But I gave in.
You don't agree with yourself. The inner conflict right now.
I'm sure a lot of things are going up. Or you gonna stop buying this?
Here's the thing. You listen. First of all, when Sammy came to work here, she learned how to make coffee. She had never made a pot of coffee before.
No, like my parents drink brew. Okay.
Oh,
I put it
okay.
in the microwave. We don't
Okay.
have a whole.
You just want to hear it.
I mean, hey, okay, continue. I'm sorry. Tell us about how your parents make coffee.
We don't use like the coffee maker. We use instant coffee or like Indian coffee.
Well, hold on. Okay, for instant coffee, you pour it in the water and stir it. And got it. And then the
Indian coffee you make on stove with a pot.
okay, so you use like the metal one that has like the shape, and then you boil it or whatever.
That's British coffee.
Okay.
This is like in like a teapot.
Teapot, and you put the coffee in the top like tea.
You put the cardamom and you filter coffee.
Filter coffee. I got you.
Okay, so you know how to make the coffee.
I feel like that's harder than throwing a Keurig pod.
Well, so this is a coffee maker, a pot of coffee with a carafe.
What's a like
Percolated.
okay, I got you. I got yes. Yes.
Like a house. Diner would have a metal, like a home. Well, you know that's not fair. You live in a home. Y'all don't have this. Okay, sorry. This is what I grew up with. To me, it's norm. But here's the thing is, Jill never made a pot of coffee either, which is wild to me. So we could talk about like $7 Starbucks or whatever, but like even a Keurig, if you look at the cost of a K-cup and the amount of trash you're creating for the environment.
That's a concern all on it. You're
And
right.
then you take how much a big old thing of coffee would be per, I mean, that's a tablespoon of coffee. And then like how much you could save. I mean, I feel like I'm over here always defending Starbucks.
Oh my
This is yes, I am. Dunkin' or Starbucks.
Dunkin's such a hit or miss. Starbucks.
It's a lot of miss, is
A
what
lot
it
of
is.
miss.
The
Mud water.
only hit is the commercials.
Yeah.
Because they told us it hit sometime, and we just believe the rumor. It's an urban myth. Sorry, y'all.
It is an urban myth, right?
Never hits.
It never, yeah.
Maybe hits up in Boston. But anyway, all right. So you're a Dutch Bros girl, even though it's more than $5,
More than, yeah.
and expensive coffee's over. You know what? I don't have a beef with expensive coffee. I'm usually, if I'm paying that much for coffee, it's because I'm on the go and I want it to be good, made right every time, and I got no problem with it. And you don't either, apparently.
I say it, but I play the same game, so it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I'll
I
yabble
think
it.
expensive coffee's underrated. I said it.
Expensive coffee doesn't mean good coffee.
That might be true.
Yeah, I think that's my issue. If I'm gonna pay this much, my quality should be just as much.
Yes, Jillian saying prior to coming in the office, I'd only made Keurig coffee or espresso with an espresso machine. I literally had to ask how to use a normal coffee maker. It is kind of like convoluted. I pour the water over here, heats up, it steams up, it comes up here, it drips down over the thing, and it comes out and only when it's depressed. Anyway, people say they loved Hershey on this, not so much Ben. Future Mobility Podcast host, please don't miss on the over under. Have a great weekend, all. Please replace Ben at your earliest convenience.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, shots. This is fantastic, Hershey. You've been really a good sport.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on today. I want to ask you, you want to plug anything, or maybe just a final last word?
Shout out to JSOM, to UT Dallas, Professor Hubert Didoric.
What's up, Hubert?
Amazing, our mentor.
He is
from
awesome.
GMC. Yes, and I'm so incredibly grateful for this opportunity. Thank you guys. And yeah, it's great getting to speak with everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thanks for making the trip. Shout out to Hubert for putting this together. Can't wait to see you and all the other students at NTRP soon, including Samara, who's now part of the Global Mobility Club. Awesome. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a long week. I think we might have to get into that happy hour, right? I mean,
What's in tier 2?
yeah, we got a bar. Yeah, can we end this?
Yes.
All right, holla. I'll see y'all next week. Take care, everybody.